It's Moss 808 brought to you by the Esoteric Soji. Welcome mapping out the astrological points so you are aware of the universal energies that you are all encompassing as you follow your moral compass. So we have the full moon, the biggest event going on right now. Uranus going direct. But the moon is in Leo, fulfillment with our way of expressing ourselves and our unique character via our associations, groups, technology, far out knowledge, as far as seeing our character from our associations point of view, stepping away from that and seeing what's working and what isn't working, what is too bright or what is too dim. And we have a mass of misunderstandings going on with your status, your reputation, what is built. Your status, not what you're receiving or giving attention to, but your status as far as your accolades and your credentials for people to build on top of, with your passions and motivations and your way of communicating and logically bringing fairness and airy moving energy to what we are willing to compromise, sacrifice, and be relatable for, as far as what is useful to us, or how we are of use to others. Servicing right now. Servicing is going to be, Leo is misunderstanding cardinal earth, cardinal grounding, cardinal status, and setting up and building, out beyond the stretches of that your gift of what you're comfortable with expressing your creativity with this association to Sagittarius, that gift when you were out in the woods exploring, but now you stumbled across something that you want to build up on to make a status, but you're having a misalignment of seeing that status or communicating that and thinking about that and compromising and relating that with other people, that their way of building may not be grounded upon the attention that they're receiving or the attention that they're giving or their character, and how it's being expressed out in the open, what it is attracting and manifesting. And like I was saying, seeing it from our associations as this opposing energy. So the moon is also in conjuncting Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So misunderstanding your way of expressing and wearing your heart and your home on your sleeve and building, like it is misaligning because it wants to build off of its character. But Capricorn, these energies are building off of what is stable, what is practical. And Pisces is not more so building because it's already built esoterically within the community of the Saturnalia energy. If you see, that's the wise old man, the restrictive grandfather, or the mothering, slow moving, and you know where your borders and boundaries and where to go and how far not to go with your dreams or illusions. Because with Neptune there, you can still be in your dreams and illusions, but when you step into that Saturnian energy, there's going to be the harsh reality. Or I heard earlier, thinking it's the right thing to do. Especially I have it in my 7th house with that exaltation. So yeah, thinking it's the right thing to do. Thinking maybe you should push beyond these limits or rebel, because the sun is in Aquarius conjoining Pluto, still being on the cusp, being in the in-between modality of what's built and how we used people and how people have used us, and are we in turn going to project that energy with the sun there taking action, or project that energy of that transforming the way that we are taking actions with with the humans and networking with the humans, humanitarian, or that energy of being unique and original, and like generating something to rebel against, as far as like Leo, moon Leo feels like there's nothing that can be done that is wrong, whereas Aquarius is seeing how to its own unique way of thinking and upholding a status, a reputation, right? And seeing, with Pluto there taking power and control over your uniqueness or originality, or how you're going to go about divvying up, you know what I'm saying? Is you going to be the higher octave, you know what I'm saying, bringing these ideas together, or is you going to be the villain, separating certain networks and putting them in certain boxes and things of that nature of the when the moon was in Cancer, like I said previous video, being sheltered or not sheltered. So we have that going on. Like I said, with Saturn and Neptune, is understanding the collective conscious and collective dreams and illusions of, as far as the love and glossing over these things with misaligning with your character. And with Virgo being next door, embarrassing moments of analyzing and going to the deep details. And just overall judging how you're relating, judging your service, your intentions of servicing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Lilith is the gaslit energy as far as going on by guilty by association. You see a lot with the Sun in Aquarius here. I'm guilty by association to another man's mental form and the name that they gave it of God and Abrahamic energies. And we have also the moon squaring Jupiter direct and Uranus now direct in Taurus. So learning how to express something that makes sense, even if it doesn't make sense because it's another square. If it makes sense to you, and you're taking care of these things that you have, right? Learning how to see what you have and what you don't have, where you're misaligning that status, but the things that you desire and take care of and build a nest off of to sustain, and your character is comfortable, and these things that are not representing your character but are manifested in leeway of your character. So learning how to express that, what makes sense, and where you're being vulnerable with your character by receiving attention, and saying, either amping up or chopping off how you want to be seen. But you go into where you're analyzing with Lilith and Virgo. So learning how to express what makes sense, whether you have it or don't got it. As far as your experiences and your teachings and things that you can express to teach via your expressing your unique emotions and things that are hitting the fan, so that it can separate and scatter the forest that you are in, even if it gets lost in between the trees. You got to experience or go through that with your unique and original character and rebel against maybe staying on the ground too long. That's where, even if you misunderstand it, you can realign yourself to, even if you don't want to understand it, you can overstand it, go above it, or go internally into that shell and rebel against these things via your associations and how they see you. And maybe you might bark up the right tree and receive what downloads are coming down on top of the forest that you are in, that you may be lost in, based off of rebellion and opposing to going against these things. Trining, the moon is trying the North Node and Chiron, so you're expressing or seeing what is hitting the fan as far as your mistakes going on your individual path, your spiritual natures, the mistakes that you might be fixated on expressing or receiving or giving attention to for yourself. But it's a spiritual path, so it's for the everyone, but it's going to be back to supported by yourself and your character pushing out that spark, and either upholding that spark or deading that spark, having that spark of a Chiron, a mistake that people can see, and you learn how to get through it or go through it via your associations of people's opinions, and taking it into reverence, not just what they're looking at and what is being shared and what is being liked and hearted and things, but things that are being commented on, things that are being made, novels, books people are writing, and what's going into mystery, not history, the mystery. You know what I'm saying? That's the only part that you can use with the MYE. Leo's getting out of that soul plexus and that ego. But that's all for now. Y'all have a good evening and Venetian day. You know what I'm saying? And respect in the details and all that, man. I love y'all. Peace.